Ladies and gentlemen, LegnaK here, back on the Minecraft server, and it's been a couple days. Kind of had some things pop up, and then yesterday I was going to have a video up, but we kind of had some other plans. So I do apologize for that, but as you can see, there's a couple series going on, and Spart is now slowly joining the recording frenzy. Can't complain on that. I'm actually happy that he's decided to follow in his bigger brother's footsteps. And VR6 is having a lot of issues. Anyways, I was over there, and I went over this way because I was going to stop by WEF and CG's place, and I've noticed that this place has gotten a lot bigger. Like, holy crap. Like, this place has gotten absolutely massive. Anyways, I think today we are going to actually start finding a little place here around spawn that will give us a nice little height advantage. Because everybody's still building relatively close to spawn, or at least in a more concentrated area. And I kind of want to take a small break from the castle, aside from this, which actually I'm coming back over here to show you what all has been done. Not much has... Well, actually, I lied there. A lot has been done to this place. Everything has kind of grown out and expanded. Let's portal our way in. This is the hall area. It's been domed over because I decided it would have looked a lot nicer that way. Had to expand this. I'm going to try and get everybody who is on the server regularly. Going to have to expand this again from here on this end all the way around to accompany everybody. Giving it the Minecraft group. It was originally going to be the founding players, but there wasn't enough room here for the original founders. So, carried on. And hold up one second. Sorry. Thought something else was going on my computer and had to shut down some programs. Anyways, back to what I was saying. I'm looking for a relatively nice area to build a spire. Everybody else is building pretty close to home, so I might as well make a home away from home. And I guess you could say Spawn City. Don't really have a name for it. Then again, it's not really a city, more of just a massive community of farms, because we have the spawn one, and then you can look very carefully. You could probably still see that over there if the chunks didn't unload. So, I don't think I'm going to have it up on this mountain, because this is still where Lone Rider is planning to make the Diamond Hoe, which is his little gentleman's club. So this is a no-go area, but we're coming up here anyways to see how it looks here. Hey, you, buddy, go back to hell. Oh, and he just decided to take a leap off the edge. Taken care of either way. See, we can't go over this way much, because over that way is planned to be a UHC monument. Not monument, training grounds. Totally different from a monument. I think that's far enough. This could probably be a good area. Right by the lava, right by here. And I don't know if this nether rack is going to be a good idea for it. I say, actually, it will be. Use some nether brick, Actually, I don't want to go the whole dark style, because, I don't know, it's not necessarily my style. I'll find out an idea for this pretty shortly. Let's go all the way down here, and mine is getting very dark. Let's kind of set up our stuff like a little chest right here. Put all this up because we don't need it just yet. And I think... oh. Oh, wrong thing. I'm sorry, I'm a little scatterbrained when it comes to organization. Especially today. It's been a lot of work today, and I need to turn that down. I really have got to turn that down. Master volume 36%. We'll say that. That's good. Yeah, much better. But been doing a lot today. A lot Minecraft-wise, and it has been on this server. We have been working on a couple of projects. Me and a certain few of us, other guys. And it's on the other server where we normally host our UHCs. And past few days, we've had a lovely group of people come on and grief the area. And it was kind of an hilarious turn of events, because we had gotten one point done in this thing, and, you know, they came on, and this was in the middle of the night, early morning, and Telemachus was on. And I did tell him that there were a couple people on. Well, I didn't tell him that there were a couple people on, but a couple people that were also part of the build team. You know, being Jake OG and stuff. It was my bad for not fully, you know, explaining who was who. And these guys claim to be part of this build team. Well, he gave them op powers, and they proceeded to grief the entire area. Blow it to smithereens, just absolutely destroy it. And then they sent these, like, they kept leaving messages like, "Joke's on you, ha ha ha." But the funny thing is, joke's on them, we back this thing up every 45 minutes. I mean, not 45 minutes. Every time a dungeon's done. Every time something's done on there. So, they successfully threw us back a whopping 30 minutes of work. And then, we got the idea. Alright, you need to stop. Sorry, it lagged out for a second. Got the idea of not banning them, but putting them on adventure mode. And surely enough, after maybe about 2 hours after doing so, one of the people that had been griefing, got on and claimed that the owner gave them, was allowing them on. And I'm just sitting there, I'm just like, okay, so who's the owner? And they're like, oh, it's Wef. It's Wef. It's like, really now? Wef's the owner. We had allowed them to stay only if they could get part of the accomplish one of the map parts without dying. Yes, I'm a sadistic asshole. They didn't, and they all shortly got banned. Every time somebody got on, we'd make them do the same thing, and they just get banned. Well, I actually got a message from them because they found me on Minecraft forum. And they turned around and they're like, well, why did you ban us? The owner said that we could get on. And the funny part is that Wef was on the entire time, and he kept saying, "I'm not the owner. I'm not the owner." And even CG was on. For those who don't know, his in-game name is also Weffy Jr. And they both kept saying, "We're not the owner. We're not the owner." Turns out, our lovely little friend, who I don't think I've told this story, and why Jewel Love is no longer part of the server, is because it was all a ploy. And I find it, relatively laughable that somebody would stoop so low to tear apart a community when all we've done is to try to, be nice. For those who don't know, in the first season, there was a whole Weffageddon going on. It was... I can't remember. I think it was because Wef beat Kyvidia in the UHC or something. Kyvidia had a grudge against Wef, and Wef had made a little retreat area called the Wef Cave, only allowing people whose names had Wef in it to enter. Which meant, a whole spiel of the players changing their names to Wef, just in order to join. That includes Mental Clown, his little brother, from being Mental Clown 87 to Wef's Prostitute, Telemecris to Telewefris, Humphrey 115 to Humphrey 115 Wef, and of course Jewel Love to Wef Love. Ow, that's pain. Anyways, where was I going with this? Yeah. What happened is she changed her name to Wef, and I actually can't say she, because another person that was on the server fairly often, Unicorn Killer, claimed it was his cousin. And things were slowly not adding up. Why would they be on alternating times? They'd never be on at the same time. Stuff like that. And, suspicions rose, and we gave the benefit of the doubt of... Would you stop it, Skeleton? Gave it the benefit of the doubt of, maybe, they have one computer, stuff like that. But then things started getting more and more, suspicious. Meaning, they were starting to talk the same, act the same, everything else. And I had finally had it. And then, suspicions had arose, but I wasn't going to be the one jumping to conclusions until one day Telemecris had said, "Oh, I thought that was another player." I was like, okay. Anyways, until Telemecris told me, "Hey, Jewel is, Seekings," which is what we called this guy. I don't think that was his real name or whatever, but we tried talking to him about it, and then he kept denying it. And it got to the point where he was talking about how we can't trust him. He can't trust us with his sister. It went from, a cousin to a sister, and there are some people like that, and I don't fully judge. I mean, I do find it a little weird, but going back on. Turns out that just recently he was trying to get back at us for tarnishing his name, even though we hadn't said anything until this episode right now. And he was trying to get back at us by getting his friends around and using the account Wef Love as a girl in distress, so these little kids would be saving this said damsel in distress. He gave him the IP, the only IP that he actually knew, because the other server, for those who don't know, the company messed up. Well, not messed up, but closed out on everybody. Didn't give them their worlds, everything, and they shut down real abruptly, making people lose out, including us. But this was the only serve. The other map was the only one that they knew of. Well, he knew of, and tried to get back at us. And the only way I figured out about this is I talked to the quote-unquote ringleader, the guy who came up with the idea to grief everything. Because, even though that they were doing this and it was, getting annoying because there was like 2 times that we had to fix these maps, I stopped and I asked them, what's going on? And they're like, well, you guys sat there and you guys, made this girl want to commit suicide. And I was like, well, could you, whoa. Could you please, reiterate that subject? Can you please tell me who this girl was? And there's like, well, the person who owns the server, Weth Love. She doesn't come around anymore because you guys have driven her to the point that she wants to commit suicide. I was like, well, I'm gonna tell you this right now. You guys are not. These people are not who you think you're messing with. This is a dude that. And, oh no, it's not a dude. I know. And I sat there and was like, look, Diamond. I know we don't get along for the sole fact that you're griefing my servers. They're not your servers. I was like, I can tell you right now. I can go to the control panel and I can tell you exactly everything about you from your IP. Oh, you couldn't do that. Told him his IP, which I'm not going to do again because I don't like being that kind of person. He's like, okay, then what's going on? I explained to him what was going on, and they've left. This person is trying to ruin us, is what I'm trying to say. Is these people nowadays will blindly follow anybody that, what am I trying to say? People nowadays are so easily misguided. That's what I'm trying to say. And I say that is because, looking at these people, they tried helping out somebody who they thought had been done wrong, only to find out they had, what's the word? Been misled, I don't know the word. But anyways, y'all get what I'm saying. And I've been trying to find this dude to ask him why is he doing this. Because, as I said, all we were nice. We've done nothing but be helpful to this guy. Every time he was in a rough spot, we'd talk to him, be nice, try to do what friends do. And this son of a bitch, as much as I don't want to be using that kind of language anymore, has been trying to, do us dirty. And what I'm trying to find out is, what drives a person to do that? Drives a person to mess with people, especially people that have had nothing but good intention. Oh god, I just threw that. But just throw people under the bus. Ruin progress. Yeah, sure. I even told them, like, whenever I found out, I was like, look, I found out about your case, and I wasn't even, overly cruel about it. I was like, look, just please don't come around, because you made a clown out of us. You lied about who you were, and, not everybody says who they are online, but when you sit there and get people worried up, not hyped, but worried about your well-being, and you just laugh at us, it's just not right. And then, one thing he tried saying, he tried pulling things about Telemachus, and the thing is, I don't know Telemachus all that well. I mean, I know him, he's a good friend of mine, but I don't know him all that well totally because I met him the same way I met, Unicorn Killer or Wef Love or Jewel Love, whatever you want to call this guy. I met him in the same fashion. So I pretty much knew him just as well at that situation, except me and Telemachus have hit it off at a much better pace. You know, I can confide and tell him anything, and I know he ain't gonna mess with me. Like, I know you guys have probably heard in everything that we are working together on, he talks about this one particular person. And granted, it gets annoying, but that's what friends do. I know he isn't going to use that stuff against me. It's just all in good fun. It's because I'm helping him in a situation, and he's helped me in situations, everything. But when it's just funny. It's just funny. I'm sorry. I'm running about saying the same thing over and over and over again. But let's go a little off topic here. I think that looks large enough and flat enough for a spire area. Oh, you gotta do that, don't you? Let's do that. Alright. Anyways, it's just a trust thing. And I'm a very trustworthy person. I trust people all too easily. And I think that ends up being a downfall, is that nowadays people just take advantage of people that are willing to help with open arms. Let's see, center of this spire should be... I'm sorry, I'm trying to stop talking about it because, as I said, let bygones be bygones. Oh, that was a bad lag spike. I don't think that's even high enough for a spire. Okay, well, what's our... Only 128. Yeah, it's definitely not high enough. Oh. I was sitting there, I was like, that's gotta be the worst kind of connectivity issues I've ever seen. Like, oh my god. Oh man. Alright, so this spire, I'm thinking, is probably gonna go quite literally to build limit. And it just reminds me, I need to find something that does belong to me. And if you don't know what that, ooh, where did this one come from? I don't know where that one came from. But I think we need to go take a little trip. Because I don't know why, but that reminds me that I need to go find my dragon egg. That egg is mine. I claimed it. I said it was mine. And I never got it. Now the question is where would this egg lie? Where can we find this egg? I think our first... had a word hang up right there. our first look should be over at Grease's place. And speaking of which, Grease has not been on lately. Unfortunately, that idiot, as much as I don't want to call him an idiot, his computer was messing up. And I was asking him, well, have you tried, he, okay, let me pull this back a little bit further. He was having computer issues because a storm went by and knocked out his power and stuff, and he called me on his phone. And I was like, all right, Grease, what's going on, man? He's like, my computer isn't working. It can't connect to the internet, nothing. Like, ever since the storm. He's like, I've wiped it and everything. I sat there, I was like, Grease, you've wiped it? Did you reset the router? He goes, yeah, I've reset the router and everything. I was like, okay, let's try this. Alright, bud, have you tried checking the internet connections? He's like, what do you mean by that? I sat there and I was like, Grease, please tell me you made sure that the wireless adapter was enabled. He forgot that he disabled it so it didn't cause any issues when the storm hit. And he wiped his computer for nothing, completely losing everything he had, all because of forgetfulness. Happy birthday, Mayor Grease's humble abode. A stack of dirt, one stack for one emerald. Oh my, I can actually use something like that. Oh no, I can't. Dirt's no use for me. Now, where could this dragon egg be? That dragon egg belongs to me. I'm sorry. That's something that I need to find. That's what I want to find. It might not be in here. Alright. So, I'm probably going to call this an episode fairly soon. Fairly soon. Shorty's, Teddy's Ranch, and Stonebridge that way. Man, Luma's place has gotten big. I kind of want to take a look over there. I don't think she would have had it, but I want to take a look over there. Oh, Jesus! Hello! Hey, buddy. Why don't you come down here? Let's come over here. Jesus, where'd you come from? Jesus! That startled the crap out of me. Alright, so I remember... I remember when this was just a tiny little witch hut. I guess if you feed it and love it enough, it grows up. But holy crap. Luma, what did you do? It's done grown up. It's had its own babies, everything. Look at this. Why do I have speed? I like this. This is actually pretty interesting. Although I don't like that pink and white. That looks weird. But wow, this is nice. Jesus, I thought that was somebody sitting there. Like, Jesus. Don't be doing this to me, guys. Oh, Kai left. He's probably having connectivity issues. Ooh, I don't know why I'm looking at him. But wow, this is a very nice build. It's a little village and everything. That's impressive. Alright, let's check this area out. Oh, nice. Nice Luma. I really like this. It's very clever. Anyways, of course it's gonna be all seeds. I'm the only one on this server who does not have a, what do you call it? I can't keep my stuff organized. My stuff is never organized. But anyways, I think I'm going to call this an episode right after we go check over at the company. Chances are the company's got one. Got the egg. Okay, well, fuck off. We don't need him. I fucking love that. It's hilarious. Alright, so let's take a little look-see. Cobblestoner really needs to update some of this build because, well, that's no longer a tiny little build anymore. That's a full-fledged thing. The spire's right here. That's actually close enough. I need to go check out this after this episode. I want to check that out. That needs to be upgraded because that's not a tiny little thing anymore. It's grown up. But yeah, he really needs to upgrade that. Place looks good though. This is the map. This is the glorious map of all the server, which we shall name the region something else. I don't know. I don't know. You guys come up with an idea in the comments. Oh, okay. Come up with that in the comments. Oh, Jesus Christ, dog, you scared me. Alright. Well, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed as always. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Or hopefully, in between now and then, we will find the dragon egg. Dragon egg? No. Oh, no. No dragon egg. Alright, well guys, maybe next time. Maybe next time we'll find the dragon egg. Alright. See ya.